Okay, so what does a typical data prep process look like? Usually it is pretty linear, so it's really nice that these data visualization tool, or sorry, data preparation tools visualize them in a linear way. We're usually bringing in data, we're doing some sort of discovery on them, on that data to understand what we need to do to clean the data, and then we do some cleaning, transformation, something like that, and then we export that out. So I'm not going to go through all of these tools that we have in our toolkit, but in each of these steps, there's all kinds of tools that help us get there. Cleansing, this is probably the biggest category. There's so many functions if you're a Tableau user that you use to clean a given field in a field calculation or a calculated field. And then there's an enrich step where we do joins. And then there's a transformation step where we're completely reshaping the data. If you're not familiar with joins, unions, pivots, group bys, that kind of thing, and getting started into data prep, I really recommend learning what these things do. And actually what's really great about data prep tools is they help you learn them because they're very visual and intuitive. Actually, I learned what joins and unions were by using Alteryx years ago. So I'm just going to show you quickly what a tool looks like. I've already built out the process, but we can just get a quick sense of what's going on here. I'm just bringing in two different data sets. One is a customer information, the other one is loan requests. So I'm just tying in, I'm pretending I'm a bank and I'm tying in customer information to loan data. So I can decide if I want to give that customer a loan or not. I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but I just want to showcase how visual these tools are and how they can help you just understand what's in your data and then just build out a quick process. So there's an input step connection here where I bring the data in. You can see there's lots of different connection types that Tableau Prep has. Once the data's in, you'll see it represented as an input step, and then I add additional steps after that to do things with that data. I added in a clean step here, and in that clean step, you can see that there's lots of good profiling of the columns there, so I can see what I need to do. What is the cleaning that needs to happen here? I'll look at this and see if there's a field that really should be a numeric field, but it comes in as a text, and this is where I'll switch it, or I'll recognize that I'll need to make some sort of calculation. In this case, I made a calculation to pull out the average from this credit score range. It came in as a range, which is totally unuseful to me if I was to do any sort of analytics on it, especially if it's as a text field. And so I created a calculation pretty quickly to split that field into two and then create an average. I am looking for that field and I'm not seeing it here, but basically when I'm doing the cleans, the logic is put here in a nice linear fashion, and this is really great for documentation. You can see if I open up one of these steps, this is the logic that I was cleaning with, and this was the logic that was used to split the field. And yeah, it's all there nicely documented. This is what's really great about these tools, is that from a governance perspective, from like a documentation perspective, they just sort of do everything for us in a very visual, easy to understand way. So anyway, built out a process. There's an output here. If I want to run this, I can run it, and it just ran pretty quickly, right? There wasn't a ton of data here. I could output this to lots of different types. I could output it to another file locally. I could publish it to Tableau Server. I could publish it to a database somewhere, like just another data warehouse like Snowflake or SQL Server. So yeah, they're really great tools for creating a process, and then you can spit that data out somewhere for either you to do something with, like build a dashboard, or for someone to do something with.